Boss and Sauce Show.
Boss and the Sauce Show.
Boss and the Sauce Show.
Boss and the Sauce Show. Here we go.
What up? What up? What up, thou? I hope y'all can hear me loud and clear right now. Let me see if I put this headphone. What I know if my mic is right. What up? It's the Boss and the Sauce Show, live and direct. I am DJ Big Boss, man. Today I am solo bolo. My man Big Ragoo, aka the Sauce, y'all. He's out there in the part of Florida where it's a little rough right now. So, can't make it on over today. But it's all good, man. I'm here. I'm going to do this thing by myself. Of course, I'm in here by myself, so I'm going to change it up a little bit. Shout out to the chat right here. My man Pooh Dangles in the house. Gaming Heavies in the house. Razor Sharp Picks in the house. I'm glad for y'all to show up with me today. Since I'm solo bolo, I'm going to be doing things a little bit different today. So check me out one time, man. I only got a few games, so I'm probably going to be in and out of here. Big Ragoo submitted some games he was on, but we didn't make it to getting his picks, man. So shout out to Big Ragoo if you're out there, man. Let me know you're okay, because I shot you a little text. I ain't heard back from you, man. And ends flowing on through Florida. So my prayers and everything is with Big Ragoo and his family right now at this time due to the weather. But we're gonna make it out. We're gonna continue to going. But once again, I am DJ Big Boss, and so I'm coming off of a bad week. Okay, last week I was 1-4 on my picks on the show. Actually, I kind of retracted on Mississippi minus the 21, and I really didn't take that one. Well, I didn't get to the window with it, shall I say? And but I did take the under in that game, and that was probably the only one I cashed for the day. SC did me, pulled up short on the spread. ODU pulled up short on the spread. Didn't know what I was thinking taking North Carolina over Notre Dame, and Notre Dame pulled it out. So I'm gonna stop playing with fire over there with Notre Dame and take my time with this and take these take the ones that get me. I can't. I think I might have been a little mad at Notre Dame and thought that North Carolina defense would step up somehow, but North Carolina defense is officially trash. But yeah, that was my week last week, so got to redeem myself this week. But this week's a little different. It's week 5 right here. The numbers and all that stats and all that stuff, it's a big enough sample size for you to know what's going on right now. So, you know what I'm saying? You can dig into who's doing what and get a good look, even though things probably going to change a little because we heading into conference play on a lot of stuff. So trends and traditions, all that kind of stuff takes place right here in college football because, they all young kids and stuff. Shout out to my man Nasty Nate in the house, Gaming Heavy in the house, G Martinez in the house. You know what I'm saying? Well, I think with no further ado, I might as well go ahead and jump into my first pick, y'all. So I'm going to introduce y'all to DJ Big Boss little sheet, right? I call this my checklist, y'all. I call this my checklist. I kind of look at this thing right here. This is to make sure that I go over all the pieces that I like to know for the games right here. So first off, this is Illinois in the Big Ten, Wisconsin in the Big Ten, some conference play right here going down in Madison, Wisconsin. Weather's going to be 59. It's a 9 a.m. game. So Wisconsin comes out -8. The over-under is 44. As we dig a little deeper into that, let's go down a little bit here. The record, here we go. The record over here for Wisconsin is 2-2 in the conference, 0-1. They're 2-2 ATS, and they're also 2-2 over and under. Illinois, on the other hand, they're 3-1, 0-1 in the conference though, 3-1 ATS. Last out was a home win versus UTC, 31-0. Just a little small game for them, no big deal. But last game out over here for Wisconsin was a road loss to Ohio State, 21-52. So they're coming off a big loss to Ohio State. Who knows how that's going to go in on them health wise. This is Brent Berlima, NFL style coach in his second year versus Paul Chryst, who's a seasoned vet over here, 7th year at Wisconsin. At QB, we got Drew Pine over here in Illinois. He's got 26 attempts on the ground, 15 yards, no TDs, but he's thrown 9 TDs and 2 interceptions, has a QB rating of 55.9 versus G. Mertz over here for Wisconsin. Wisconsin's not a really pass-heavy school. They don't even require the quarterback to run, but he's went 13 rushes. 13 attempts, 10 yards, 1 TD. He's thrown 7 TDs and 3 interceptions, and he has a QB rating of 57.1 in this one. So, let's go and keep digging a little bit deeper. Offensive-wise, Illinois ranked 69, 27 points a game, 440 yards. Average about 46 rushing attempts at 225 yards per game. 33 passing attempts for 215 per game. Offense gave up 9 sacks for the year, and they have a 44% third down conversion and a 62% red zone. So they do suffer sometime a little bit getting in the red zone. They're run heavy, but they're kind of low on TDs overall. Then to their defense, the defense is number 4. They allowed only 10 points per game. Opponents only 74 yards per game. 28 attempts for 94 yards is what they give up on defense. Passing wise, 36 attempts for 180 yards. The defense has got 6 interceptions, 10 sacks. They're holding teams at 25% on third down, 75% in the red zone. Impressive numbers on defense, but the competition has been low. Wisconsin is a great test for this team. So this team right here with Illinois, they're kind of on the rise with Brent Belima, and he's an NFL-style coach. He kind of walks his way through it. Now let's scroll back up to the defense of Wisconsin. They're ranked number 62, holding opponents to 25 points. Opponents 344 yards per game. 33 rushing attempts for 143 yards. This is the defense. 28 pass attempts for 201 yards. They've also had 8 interceptions, 7 sacks, and they're holding teams to 35% on third down, 90% in the red zone. A little too much rushing yards, but they did play Ohio State overall. So overall, their defensive stacks look great right there. And on the offensive side of things, they're ranked 35th, 33 points a game, 430 yards total. They're rushing about 41 times for 208 yards, 24 passing attempts for 222 yards. But they've allowed 7 sacks. They're 47% on third down, and they 84% in the red zone. Very typical balanced Wisconsin team right here. In this one right here, I'm leaning towards Illinois. Well, I'm getting to the window with Illinois plus the points. Very similar teams on paper. The offense and defense has been doing well for this Illinois team. I like that they're coached by Brent Belima, who's going to take his time and play the game. That's why the total's so low, because this is pro style. This is kind of plain potato salad with a little pizzazz versus Wisconsin is just plain powerful potato salad. You know what I'm saying? So in that one, I'm definitely on Illinois plus the 8 right there. Let me jump into another game with y'all, man. Let me get that one out of there. But that's my take right there on the Illinois-Wisconsin game. Let me get us ready for my next game, which is where we go. Mountain West, where I do it the best. Navy versus Air Force. Let me get my screen up real quick. Add me another screen. So Air Force and Navy, military teams is not my forte. That's the sauce forte. Big Ragoo, he's really well with those military teams. Me myself, I do dibble and dabble with Air Force for sure because they're in the Mountain West. But typically, I don't really play Navy or Army or anything like that. But hey, I really like this Air Force team this year, and this Air Force team is coming in here. Oh, I got my paperwork all mixed up right here. I got the wrong line and all that. What up, Paco Healy? But let's jump into it, man. Navy and Air Force. This line is wrong. It should be Air Force minus 14 right now. Now this is gonna be this one is all backwards. Oh yeah, this one is all backwards a little bit. But anyways, I'm gonna go and cap this game out right here because this one right here, I already know what time it is with this game right here. Let me jump out of here real quick. Yeah, so Air Force and Navy, man. Air Force has been doing really well this year. They did, get a little hiccup and lost to Wyoming, but they also showed that they're back on their groove and doing their thing. And this one right here, Air Force is 3-1, 1-1 in the conference, 3-1 ATS, over and under that 3-1 to the over. Last game was a home win to Nevada, 48-20. Next game up is Utah State. Then we got Navy over here. Navy is 1-2 in the conference. 1-2 overall, 1-1 in the conference, 1-2 ATS, 1-2 to the under. Their last game though, it was a road win to East Carolina, 23-20. This game went into overtime. Next game up for them is Tulsa. So we're getting little whistles out there that the coach Ken Mamunatulo is might be getting on the hot seat a little bit. He's been kind of underachieving for a while. So that's going to be an issue right there. Many may say, oh, he might get put out in the season. We're already 3 coaches down, and we're in the 5th week of college football. Most recently, we had the coach over there at Georgia Tech go down, and the AD went with him. So that's a mess over there. But this one right here, I don't think military is going to take him out in the middle of the season. You probably let him play the whole season out, but he's pretty much might be at the doorstep right there. Troy Calhoun, on the other hand, he's been bouncing and doing his thing, so everything's happy over there. Now, Daniels did go out last weekend. I'm not sure. I seen that he was active, but I'm not sure. I haven't had no personal confirmation that Daniels is going to be in for this week. But the backup quarterback that came in, he did a really good job as well. He was able to throw the ball, move the ball. He knew the offense pretty well, run the ball as well. So I wouldn't expect too much of a downgrade. And we kind of overlooked the fact that a part of Air Force strength is their defense as well. Defensive secondary does really well over there. They holding teams to 53% on third down, 90% in the red zone. Teams are passing. What is this? Oh no, I'm sorry, that's Navy. Air Force defense right here is 35% on third down, 83% in the red zone. The only thing that's kind of bad on, they only had 5 games. They had 3 interceptions and 1 sack. They could put a little more pressure right there, but the defense passing 21 passes for 114 yards, 28 rushing attempts for 137 yards. They're looking pretty good on defense despite giving up a little bit on the ground. But I don't think that'll matter much versus a team like Navy who runs the option. So they'll know exactly what to do right there. But I think this game is priced way too low. 14, it should be closer to 20 or 21 with this one right here. But we all know that, typical of these Armed Forces teams, the game goes under. But usually that's because it's almost like it's on a running clock with both of them being so run heavy, even on third and long and stuff like that. So I'm going to put all my money in on Air Force. I'm taking Air Force minus the 14. They should get past that. I'm going to stay away from this total, even though military unders are almost automatic. I'm going to stay away from that total right there. That's how I'm feeling about that one right there. Now, let me jump into my next game. Where we go? My next game is Indiana, Nebraska. Let me see if I can do this thing again. Yada, yada, yada. Indiana, Nebraska. Now, this one should be right. Thank you. I do not put these out nowhere. Remember, these are my personal keys that I use to help me in some of my handicapping right here. Let's jump into this game right here. Indiana, Nebraska. Now, Nebraska, they also recently had a coach fired. They're going to be having an interim coach along with the special teams coach coming up to go defensive coordinator because they fired the defensive coordinator recently as well. But in this one, coming to Nebraska, despite them being 1-3, 0-1 in conference, 0-4 ATS, 2-2 over under, coming off a home loss to Oklahoma 14-49. They are the favorite this game versus the Indiana team that is 3-1 overall, 1-0 in conference, they're 1-3 ATS, but they're 3-1 to the over. Last game was a road loss to a great Cincinnati. That game had a little misconception on it. Believe it or not, Indiana actually took the lead in that one and was actually in the game for a while. Just couldn't handle the fourth quarter pressure of a team like Cincinnati, something that Nebraska is not. And next up, they got to play Michigan. So this is something they got to do. They got to get through right here. This is Coach Tom Allen versus Coach Mickey Joseph, the interim. Allen's in his 5th year right here, so he has his recruits, everything. As a matter of fact, he has a decent quarterback with Belzak. He's 20 rushes on the ground, negative 51 yards, 0 TDs. He's not the great runner, but he does have 7 TDs. He's given up 4 interceptions, though, and he has a 51 rating versus C. Thompson with 24 rushing attempts, negative 19 yards, with 4 TDs on the ground, 5 TDs, 3 interceptions. QB rating of 55.6. So this guy is just a small underdog. QB weighting rise to the Nebraska quarterback. But, there's a lot of dynamics that go in Nebraska. It's not really field related, but it's to the modern day time. Like these kids right here, we just seen Brockmeyer from Boise having a bad season, jump out to the transfer portal. And, teams like this start going through turmoil. A lot of these young kids, first thing they're going to do nowadays is jump out. Jump out includes 2 different mind states. One is, let me do the best so I can jump out into something good. 2 is just let me hurry up and get out of here. So those are the dynamics of that. Now let's look at this defense over here of Nebraska, okay? This defense is ranked almost last, 118, giving up 41 points a game, 583 yards a game. You can do it on the run or the pass. 43 attempts for 253 yards, 41 attempts for 330 yards. They only have 2 interceptions and 4 sacks for the season. They're giving up 50% on third down, but they are 80% in the red zone. This game is leaking from both sides. Plus, it's not enough turnovers in that as well, with the 2 interceptions and the pressure from the sacks, only 4 sacks. Now, the offense over here, they're not the greatest offense, but they're 3-1. You know what I'm saying? So we got to pay respect to that. But like I said, the quarterback's not the greatest, but they're ranked 76 on offense, 26 points a game, 398 yards per game, 33 rushing attempts for 73 yards, 57 passing attempts for 324 yards. So they're definitely a pass-first team. They've given up 9 sacks. They're 45% converting third down. They're 84% in the red zone. Just a pass-heavy offense. More of a pass first, I would say, offense right there. Now, defensively, they're ranked 84. They're giving up 31 points. Opponents are getting 462 yards. They're bleeding at the rush in the pass as well too. On the ground, they're giving up 40 attempts for 157 yards. In the air, they're giving up 40 attempts for 305 yards. They only have 3 interceptions for the year, but they do have 10 sacks. They're 40% giving up to the offense on third down, and they're 76% in the red zone. So they're probably like a team that's a little more to the bend don't break thing. But when the offense doesn't hold the ball long, then the defense gets put on the field too much. Overall, this Indiana team is upside down, and we shouldn't be really betting upside down teams at all. And that's why I kind of press pause on this play right here. Not one of my favorite plays right here. But let's go to the offense on Nebraska, ranked 65th, 28 points a game, 455 yards. They run the ball 41 times for 176 yards. They can pass the ball 35 times for 279 yards. They have gave up 11 sacks. They're 52% on third down and 88% in the red zone. Now they're not quite upside down, but they do score 28 on offense, and they give up 41 on defense. Opposed to Indiana, who scores 26 on offense and gives up 31 on defense. So in this one, I think the bookies are trying to trick us right here. I think this is a spot right here where I want to take those points with this road dog right here. And it's a little conspiracy going against Nebraska, who's going all what they're going through, but I'm gonna have to go there. That's all I can say about there is I'm gonna have to go there with that one. But let me jump on into the next game. Let me get this together right here. Where did it go? Air Force. Oh, I think I did all 3 games. Oh, here's my extra game right here. This one I was on the Brothers and Bet show. Kind of capped this one with these guys over there. A little capping of the capper. Wake Forest and Florida State. FSU been doing well. Wake Forest, they've been showing a lot of improvement lately. Like I would say they're one of the more improved teams in the ACC. They expect this game to go over 65. A lot of guys on that show was on the over 65. But me, myself, I like the under in this one. We're moving into conference play. Florida State has a potential good defense. They haven't gave up that many points. They played Louisville, and they gave up 66 points. This Wake Forest team may be able to play defense a little better than Louisville, and this Florida State defense should have improved a little bit more. I think it's one of those situations where you kind of think from the swing of things is going to go one way, but once they get on the field and, start playing a little chess, brings this one down. Like any little bit of anything can help bring this one down because I don't see this one scoring like a clear 70, 80 points. So I'm going under 65 on that one. That's basically it for me. I just had one good look today when I seen that yesterday Hank Brockmeyer for Boise State has entered the transfer portal, announced that to ESPN yesterday, which gives me what I want. The backup quarterback Green's going to be the starter. They only -6 versus the San Diego State team that offense is in worse condition than it was last year, I believe. And the defense is not as good as it was last year. Plus, they lost their marvelous kicker who went to the NFL only to get allegations against them, and now he's sitting at home watching me right now. Shout out to you, Mike. But you know what I'm saying? They don't really have that kicking game like they used to. They don't have half the offense they had last year. The defense is coming together slowly. This team, I don't think they're ready to play Boise. Boise was actually being held back by Brackmeyer. I thought right away, the moment I seen Green come in and play, his athleticism, his intensity, and everything, it changed the whole vibe of all the players. Brackmeyer, they decided to be loyal to him because he's been there for so long, and when he came off injury, they just put him back in. But I thought off back, I said I'm laying off for Boise till they get rid of Brockmeyer and give Green a chance. I thought that was totally unfair. Now Brockmeyer stabs them in the back and goes into the portal, and then they're stuck with Green right now. But I think that gives Green a great time to shine, show people what he's really about. Even if he wants to transfer later or whatever he want to do, this is a great opportunity for Green right here to have an excellent game against a great defense that's not playing as good as they usually do. This Boise team, they do have a lot of holes on the offensive line. They have Halani back at running back, but he's not doing much. They don't have the receiver capability that they used to have last year. But I think the fact that this guy can really use his feet and his arm together to win games, and he's athletic, I think it gives them more options to develop new players, for players to gain chemistry and stuff to where they could actually move the ball. Because sometimes when Boise State look good, they look good, but recently they've been looking bad. When they look bad, they look bad. So I like taking Boise minus the 6. Keep it under a touchdown. I'll take it. Boise minus 6 for I think that game is on Friday. But that's all I got for the Mountain West right now. Little not really messing with UNLV. I like UNLV at home, but you know, I didn't really ride the UNLV train like I should have ride the train. I'll be happy and great right now, and I wouldn't mind playing them again in this spot, but I'm gonna just leave that one alone altogether. But nothing else on the card that I really liked in the Mountain West. So that's pretty much it for me, man. I really appreciate all my people coming to hang out. G Martinez, Paco Healy, who else in here? Pooh Dangles, Razor Sharp Picks. I know y'all all about to be in that poker game over there at Pub Sports. If you don't know about the poker game, tap in to Twitter on Don Ricci page. On Don Ricci page, there's a link straight right there. Or you can go to Slaughter or Pub's page. I'm pretty sure they have all the information there. I'm pretty sure a lot of these guys are headed over there right now, as a matter of fact. Also, this week, I haven't made it official yet, but I think I'm back to the well with USC. I really like them in that position. And then I think I like Utah first half versus the Oregon State team. I think Oregon State played defense at a level last week that it'll be hard for them to continue to play at that level. I mean, almost every pass, they was in the hip pocket. They was knocking it over the shoulder clean. It just tremendous shout out to Oregon State defense, man. Y'all played y'all hearts out. I deserve to lose by a few points, even though USC won. It probably would have been better if USC lost and I lost. That way I could talk shit to my man Pooh Dangles in the chat and the SC fans that hate me because I love Notre Dame. But anyways, I like Utah State that first half right there. Might be a good chance they jump on them early on the Oregon State team that kind of left it all out on the field against USC. I think I had another play, but here's are my official plays for the show right here. Illinois +8, Air Force -14, Indiana +3.5, and I also like the over 61.5 in that game as well. I think they get to doing some scoring. But I think that's gonna be it for me, fellas. Shout out to my man Kobe in the house giving up SC. D Mills in the house. Hey, I've been making money with y'all SC team, so I ain't even tripping. I won't say fight on together, but you know what I'm saying? India. And I see y'all later on in the season. Maybe we can get one of those classic ND spoils SC season. Even, you know, it won't count for y'all. Y'all go over to the Pac-12 championship, do whatever y'all do, but we'll get our one good win in and feel a lot better. But man, I think thanks for y'all to come checking me out, man. Make sure y'all follow me on Twitter. I will put these plays up on there, maybe a few more this week since I've been messing around a little bit. Much love to my co-host, The Sauce, aka Big Ragoo, out there in Florida right now, man. We send all of our prayers. Hope you stay safe, the family, all that. Shout out to my SC family on here. I appreciate y'all showing up. I need y'all over on the Brothers and Bet show yesterday when they was talking all that SEC stuff. I keep telling them they can't just keep looking past all the other conferences. I mean, they think this much of Pac-12. So y'all need to come check Brothers and Bets out. You can see them somewhere in my bio or something. They on there. But let me get on up out of here, man. Y'all have a good one. I appreciate y'all tuning in, and I'm out of here.
The Boss and the Sauce Show.
Boss and the Sauce Show.
Boss and the Sauce Show.
Boss and the Sauce Show. Here we go.